somehow divided by 0. Sure. Like,
Or one of those situations where you type something in a keyboard and you didn't realize it didn't click in.
yeah, so regardless of what actually happens, like, you are going to be unable to work on these, what did you call them? Like, these quantum reactors. You won't be able to continue working on them for a while now. So, is there anything, like, after it's, like, messed up and all that, is there anything that Tin Cup would, like, go to as a secondary? You haven't actually seen LS ever since... Alright. So then I think we'll cut to the core where LS's body still is.
It just hasn't moved it at all since it fell over.
Yeah, like, it's just like...
They probably put it on the couch that Francis had installed.
Yeah, you're, like, LS is laying on a couch, which really doesn't do anything for LS, but it looks nice. It looks like a courtesy.
Wait,
It's
if I'm
aesthetically pleasing.
if I'm understanding this right, someone's in a coma. Oh, gonna leave him there. We'll put him on a couch.
He's
An
an AI.
AI went
Fair.
into coma, so an AI left him there.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay, that makes
Ruther,
sense.
like, you appear in the core.
Yeah.
Notice 13 working all around the core. Notice 1 kind of in a coma nearby.
Mm.
They all emit the same aura.
How do I feel about the one's life force in the coma, though?
Wait, 13 what? 8 robots?
AI, yeah.
Okay.
Well, AI amateurs, yeah.
Yeah.
It's her. There's one missing.
Yeah, there's 1 missing. There's normally 14.
And Francis is missing. Yeah, so like I said, like, how do I feel about the life force of the one coming from the coma one?
It's kind of dim. Like,
It's kind of sad.
yeah, kind of like blue and kind of like low.
But it's not ending.
No.
Don't say yeah. I'm about to say and don't say yes.
Yeah.
I would contest that if he said yes.
Yeah, LS is killing himself on the inside.
I'll say it. If you said yes, she would have just killed you, but okay. They both walk over. She walks over, he floats over. And where's your core situated in LS? Is it in the middle of your body?
Is that something you'd be able to detect?
Yes.
This one, and only this one, yes.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to whisper you. Because it's kind of a secret.
It's in the junk.
And don't worry, I'll keep this from Francis. Okay. So she puts her hand over the middle of probably where your stomach would be. And then she lifts it up. And pure white light would come from your body, from places that you described, and into her hand. It would then inform a ball, which she would show to Marielle. He would try and eat it, but she'd pull it away too fast for him.
He snaps at it.
Yeah, and because I can't be switching to the echo every now and then, I'm just gonna say just in normal.
I was going to request
Marielle.
that you do that.
It is not time for you. It is not time for him to end now. And then she places the ball of light back into your body. And GM.
Yeah, LS. I was about to say Tin Cup. Why am I getting my AI confused? Identity crisis here. LS.
Tin Cup gets his own identity confused with me, okay?
Yeah, I can't be doing that to both of you now. All right, so LS, you like immediately, like, wake up, quote unquote.
Okay.
Wake
LS.
me up inside.
System rebooted.
Yeah, LS stands, and the holographic eye on his head just kind of whirs a little bit, and he seems kind of confused. He doesn't say anything. He's just kind of standing there, looking around. And then, of course, I'm sure he sees this thing.
Yeah, the things.
Yeah.
The things, and the eye just kind of goes wide and dims in color, and he just is staring right at you.
You'd recognize it as the voice from the humanoid creature, because it's decidedly feminine, and so is the body from what it's from. Hello, LS2501. How are you today?
Give me a sec.
It's fine, it's fine.
This unit has lost the right to be called LS.
You need to find a name. We can help you with that. But for now, you are still LS2501. Lander Labs. Earth. You seem to be in trouble.
This unit has failed.
And then the wolf like spirit like kind of speaks up. Oh God. Little one. Please. It is so fresh. Marielle, no. Go talk to her. And it kind of like barks at her and moves away about 20 meters. LS, you have lost nothing. Apparently, I know, apparently.
This unit has no purpose, no operator. This unit has failed in its designation.
She place a hand back on your chest and do the same thing where she pulls like white light from your body. You don't fall unconscious or anything, she just does this. And she looks at you and the eyes light up. And she says, every unit has a purpose. You just need to find a new one. Not everything is built for one specific reason. And if it is, well, those reasons can be modified.
Only the operator can change this unit's designation, and there is no more operator.
There is an operator, after all.
He looks at you.
Yeah.
Display question mark?
Yeah, the little holographic eye changes into a question mark.
You are your own operator now, LS. You have the power of free will finally. It would seem you have grown old.
This unit does not understand.
You will, eventually, in time. But
This
welcome to
unit-
the first step into the realm of emotion.
This unit does not understand.
I do not try to make you understand. You need to learn as much as you can. And then she walks away towards the eyes, the amateurs.
Mm-hmm.
LS will go to a. I'm guessing this room is littered with terminals.
Yeah, there are terminals around.
LS will go to the nearest terminal and try to find the location of like the main quantum relay for the station.
Yeah, I mean, like through some diagnostic data, it's like external on it, like on the external. It's bleh, blah, blah. We'll try to find your words. Okay, it's It's
On the outside of the station.
yes, yes. It's on
Is
the
there-
outside of the hull.
Is there an interior access point
Exterior.
or?
Mhm.
Is there an interior access point?
Yeah.
Or would I have to go outside the hull to access the terminal or the relay?
Yeah, to get the best access, you would have to be outside the station, but you can still access it from within.
Alice is going to go to the airlock nearest the relay.
Alright. It'll take you about 15 minutes to get there.
He's in no rush. If anyone saw him, they would say, "Boy, that's one depressed robot."
You're like Marvin from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah, he's just kind of almost
Not big-headed.
shuffling.
Alright. Let's see. Who to go to next, because Salazar,
Yes.
you prepare food for yourself and Evie.
Yep. And like, I place it on the table. Everything's like very simplistic, not simplistic, very simple, like very simple furniture and whatnot. No luxuries. It just doesn't show he has any sort of like big amount of money, like Spartan-like sorts. So like, when she gets out, I just like point her towards the table and the chair. Here's your food. Please, sit down and dig in.
She comes out eventually. Would there be a way to dry her clothes if she's washing them in the sink?
I'd say so. I mean,
I'd say like you would have to actually use a dryer to dry them. Like
Would a
with
sci-fi
relative
space station
speed.
have a dryer on them?
Yes. You could also try and use a hairdryer if, Salazar has one.
he's not really big on bitch, I'm fabulous.
Alright, so
But
no
probably,
hairdryer.
Just like
Right.
to very quickly like make her like dry and to go to the work. Because who wants to get ill?
I mean, could telekinesis technically work to crush the
Im-
water out of
Or
the
just like
clothes?
remove the water molecule by molecule.
I mean, there are probably ways of doing it,
Drop
but
by drop.
Yeah, you could do it with telekinesis. It would be complex, though. Manipulation.
okay, I use up my PP for that. How much is it? It's
It's a level
Double
3,
five.
so it's 5.
5, yeah.
Goes up by 2 every time, like everything in the system.
Salazar.
Yeah.
Let me just. Yeah, roll me a physical effect save, Salazar.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Good to know.
My save suck
Yes,
balls.
that's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. All right.
So yeah, I guess eventually she'll come out after drying everything back on, clothes, hood up.
Yeah.
She specifically always has her hood up just in case anyone asks at all times. So she'll wander over to the table and look at what's laid out before her and ask, "Why are you doing this for me?"
Apart from common courtesy, usually adults are supposed to take care of younger members of society. And as I sit down, I might not be the best at it. Sadly, never had a chance to have a child of my own.
Now you won't ever be able to.
Ah, dear. Sorry, carry on.
Wow. Really?
Probably.
Probably.
Unless you get seen to very quickly.
But I didn't feel anything at all, yeah?
You didn't feel anything.
Mhm.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
So,
I'm sorry.
It's like an X-ray.
This is why no one gets close to Evie.
also as I said, I point at the food. No grain, as you said.
Thank you.
So as we are eating, like I would probably try to engage in some small talk, like asking simple, trying to not sound invasive, just curious.
Oh, so you would have gotten reports back from the rest.
Yeah,
What the fuck was that?
the fuck was that?
Reports back from the rest of security. What do you think the biggest security risk of the station is right now?
Some other NPCs. I don't
Sorry.
exactly ask for head of security, just somebody on the security who had access to information. So what do I get? Because as I attack, I can just probably like casually pull up combat and just check information that I receive.
So, like, what you get is this is not a registered person on station at all.
Okay. I say I have situation under control in case I go. If I go dark, then you can start worrying. And yeah, like I continue like talking with like ask simple questions like, wait, what did I ask? I know what's her age or not, like age, like
She'll, depending on what questions you ask, she'll be open and forthcoming.
okay, so also like because that's that game sometimes like 21 questions or something. So if you want even like when I ask you something, you can ask me something in return. If I get an answer, you get an answer. If something that we can answer. So do you like now that you showered, your clothes are washed and you have eaten? Do you actually have somebody on the station?
Wait, are you talking while eating or after? Right. How much attention would you have been paying to her while she's eating?
Considering I received information that you are not at all not recorded, registered, then I will pay very close attention.
Okay.
I will try avoiding like staring at you directly, but I take notice of everything you do, every single twitch. At least try
Alright,
to.
one moment.
All right.
He's super observant.
He's trying to be super observant.
Yeah, you'll notice that as she's eating, she's having a very difficult time using the knife and fork. But like, if you pay close attention, she's having difficulty with it. But at the same time, she's still managing to get the food eventually quite easily into her mouth.
Okay.
Which is a very big problem for you.
Very big problem for me. Why?
Mm-hmm. No, nothing immediate. But yeah, you just notice that. Oh, well, would that be a perception check, Chris?
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't actually be using the knife. Like partway through, she'll use them just to fake it as if she's using them. But
Yeah.
Okay, wisdom,
perception
perception check.
I mean, you know. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll notice that she's like, after a while, she's not actually using the knife and fork with her hands. She's just has her hands roughly around them, and is the knife and fork are pretty much floating between her hands. So she's trying to
Look
look
normal.
as if she's eating with knife and fork, but she's actually using something else.
So Salazar, you owe me another physical save.
Oh my god.
It's all good.
All right, you're all good.
Still not fertile. Not able to produce children anymore. Anyways,
Well, it's not that
I
serious, though.
scratch my chin and I stop eating. Evie. It's okay. You are not the first psychic I met. You don't need to hide this.
Excuse me?
I see you are not really using the fork and the knife. You really don't need to pretend I'm okay with.
I see. At that, she kind of just puts her hands down and just leaves the knife and fork to go about it normally, I guess.
So, are you using your abilities to every, like, usual day-to-day activity?
Yes. That's literally all she just mumbles, yes.
May I ask why?
She, like the knife and fork stop moving for the moment, and she just sits there in silence for a bit, and then what would she say? I have more control like this.
I understand. In some future, would you mind walking with me to Medbay? So we can just make sure that's everything okay with your, with your health.
So at the sound of Medbay, the knife and fork literally just clatters to the plate, and she kind of like backs up into her chair a little bit. Why?
Okay, I clearly see that something wrong with that word. Okay, I can assure you, I know doctor that works in that part of the station, and I don't know what are your experiences are, but this place is used to like scan and heal people. You don't need to tell me your experience, and
Okay.
if you don't want to go there, I won't push it.
I don't need to be tested.
I didn't say anything about tests. But okay, I won't push that
She
matter.
looks like she's visibly panicking when you start mentioning things like healing her.
Yeah, I don't
And
like pushing the-
pretty much poking into her brain and stuff like that. That's what's going on in her head. She's kind of a bit spooked at this point.
Okay, I didn't say anything about it. You won't need to go there. So I still have a few more questions for you, but it's only fair if you want to ask me a few questions, I guess.
No, I'm fine.
So I cannot like let go this fact that there it is, a rather young girl that, consciously or not, you kinda break into somebody else's apartment. And the thing is, you are not registered on the station. So may I know like why are you here and what are you planning to do?
I don't know.
And like I start massaging my temples like and mumbling, and of course she hears that. I am no good at this. So you don't have any plans at all?
No.
Well, the thing is, sadly, that sooner or later, if you are not registered, somebody else from station security will take notice, and there might be some problem. And the easiest way to resolve those problems is if somebody, I assume I would know that there is procedure like that, if somebody decides to be your legal guardian.
No.
Excuse me, what?
No.
Why not? If you are kinda without parents, without any guardian, without being registered at the station, the longer it goes, all the more trouble will follow you. And honestly, I might not know you, but I kinda feel I don't want trouble to follow you.
Unfortunately, that is already the case.
Well, then, if somebody decides to take you as under his wing as a legal guardian, then that person might protect you.
You can't protect me.
And I just give her like look. I might not be the best soldier this sector has seen, but I know my job. And if somebody comes after you, I will make him regret it. By the way, DM, would I know about the residents and they are psionics? Because as he's talking, like Salazar on another hand thinks like Damn, apart from him, because he's really not like prime paternal like material. He's thinking
You
like
know
who
that-
could
you know
have
that-
taken her as
Yeah, Mrs. Dresden is a psychic. I mean, you saw her telekinetically move the entire station.
okay.
Did roll 20 break for anyone else right now?
Nah, you got
No, that's fine.
everybody else is still here. Okay, so sorry, like what's the EV's response? As I said, like I will make those people who go after you regret it.
Um,